Hello everyone, happy Saturday and welcome back to my channel. So this is a come make a journal with me. It's a ring bound, supposed to be a ring bound, um, made with Sarah Lee Armstrong. So my holes did not align up some kind of way when I made my pages separately. They didn't line up, so whenever I put any size ring um, in the eyelets, it was warping my pages and causing some of my eyelets to want to come out. So I had to improvise and I just did ribbon and it just came out fine. This is my cover. Did not have a frame, so I just used what I had. And I probably built this up a little too thick, but that's okay because it looks just fine. And from the cover, I chose this fabric to do my back cover with, and I love it. So this is my closure. I had got these from Walmart, from the jewelry section, and I used to make jewelry at one point, so I had some findings, the crimp rings, and then I had plenty of that wire that I used. So that's how I did this. And I would just like to say thank you to Sarah for continuously doing the Come Make a Journals with me, because right now with the tariffs and everything going on, we can't purchase any journals without it costing an arm and a leg from anyone out of the country of the USA. So this is almost like a little way of getting a journal made by Sarah Lee, even though we're making it. But it's her creativity and her ideas. Of course, we cannot make it exactly like hers because everyone has different fabrics, trims, vintage papers, their own stickers. Everybody's not going to have the same items. I try to mimic hers as closely as I can because, like I said, it's almost like getting a journal from her, even though it's made by me. The next time we do a project, I'm going to probably try to uh, really create it and make it truly my own. Now, there's certain things in here that is my own, of course, like the cover. But her kit that she used to create this series was so pretty, and green is one of my favorite colors besides pink. So I just choose to use the papers that she provided. And again, thank you so much, Sarah, for doing that for us and putting it in a file that we can, in creating um, each part of your series and including the pages and the papers that we needed. That was very nice of you. Appreciate that. So on this first page, it's an acetate pocket right here. And I just used one of those yo-yos, and I have a button, and I just put some thread on it and made mine a little different right there. My laces. I have some white, but I like this better on here, and I wanted to show I'm always loving the background. So I don't like covering everything up. So I have mine Velcroed in the back because this was flopping. I didn't like that. So just undo it. And this pocket slides up. Have a pocket here with this tag that I made, put in its place. Slides back down. And I just Velcro it back in place. this journal belongs to card. This is magnetic. It flips down. I ended up putting this on the outside because the butterfly that I put in the inside, I used my own. It was a sticker, and the color really didn't match the aesthetics of the journal, so I kind of went back and redone that, and I had to put it on the outside. Sorry y'all, I'm trying to adjust my camera. And throughout I tried to use my own vintage papers that I had, because whenever you can have the original, of course it's a whole lot better than a copy. I did use her masterboards, copies of her masterboards and stuff. And this section, I just reprinted all her gel prints, basically, the ones that I really liked, and made pages out of those, because throughout the journal, even though it's gorgeous, we covered a lot of them, and I actually liked how her gel prints came out. I did buy everything for gel printing, but was intimidated and did not try it, but I will. And I didn't want to have mess all over the place. I'm already a messy crafter, so I decided to just use her gel prints, and it was just fine. Hers is probably three-dimensional and looked a whole lot better because hers is original, but the copies came out just fine. Just had this and created a little tuck spot with a image in it. This is one of my favorites of her gel prints. And this is the second. And I like this too. All right, how this look. Okay, on this page, I don't have very many cigarette cards. I think I have maybe one more. Tags. Absolutely love this series. All of her series, really. Sarah just so creative. Love this idea. And of course, didn't have any green fabric like that, so I just put what I had behind it. And number 7 is my favorite number. And on this page, did some collaging, a little metal frame to tuck this tab under. This is some writing space. And I did not have any Queen Anne or any pressed flowers or anything like that. So I used what I had, and it was a sticker, but hers is absolutely gorgeous with that Queen Anne's lace. I really like that. And to get most of this image, I had to downsize the area that I printed on to get most of this tag to show up. There was still a portion of the bottom that was cut off. But yeah. Yeah. Love this magnetic closure thing. Throughout this series, I ended up purchasing things that I did not have in my stash, like these magnetic things, these filigree pieces. Um, and there's these findings right here, these snaps. I did not own any of those and was not really aware of those in the journaling world. So that helped me add more items to my stash and taught me something new. I did not do a pocket on this because I didn't have any wrinkles on this part or mess up on that, so I didn't put one. I can always go back and add one. And I just got some tags, tucked them in under this part here. I think she provided this music paper and I just printed on some tea-dyed paper that I have. This is original ephemera from one of my books. Originally I did not create any of those fabric snippets. I decided at the end to throw something together. I didn't really fancy it up like I did in one or the other Come Make a Journals with me, but that's okay. I made this tag a little too small, so I put staples to hold the slots in place a little bit to make it a little bit more tighter. And I should have put it on stiffer board, but I didn't. I just kept it like it was and improvised. I didn't have any postcards with images of women on it, so I did purchased a printable digital and created that. And I made some faux tape. I think she provided the image of that, and I, for the life of me, cannot find out what I did with it. So I'm gonna have to redo it again. And this is not original. Digital from Etsy. And I did do the booklet like she did, but decided not to put it in here because it was warping my page on the back. And I should have put a tag or something on this because, as you can see, I can barely get it out. A little top part where I can pull it out with. But I just decided to do this flat piece instead. And here's the back. Looks pretty original though, even though it's a copy. And this is just a piece of ephemera that's been coffee dyed. that I get from C2C Creations on Etsy, and she stays in the same state that I do. It still takes a little while for me to get the items though, because she has to actually go and create the items. But she has some awesome stuff on her in her shop, and I buy from her. Sometimes when I get lazy and don't want a coffee or tea dye my papers, or I want the doily print ones on it, I buy it from her. Or from Madeline Diet on Madeline Diet Designs from her Etsy shop. Tag. I'm about to say I got it out of there. I said the next Come Make a Journal series we do, I may try to truly make it my own, even though some of the things in here are my own. We'll just see how that goes. Love the shaker. I originally did mine with the double-sided foam, and instead of building up these layers, and I found the size to be too sticky, and in the inside my buttons and my little sequins were sticking to the sides. I didn't like that. It wasn't as free-flowing as this was because it kept sticking. Excuse me. So I redone it and did it the way Sarah did it, and I like it a whole lot better. So anywho, I put this little bead charm on it. On this page, this is an acetate window that we created. This part didn't come out quite right for me, so I just improvised. I had to end up gluing this back on because when I cut that divot out, it didn't look right. This should have been taller. But anyway, this is how it turned out. It still worked. Love this page we created. Love this image. And the colors on it. Love these. So what we did those. This is a beautiful card too. Thank you, Sarah, for creating those images for us and uploading it to the file folder. I decided to keep mine the way it was in this slot. And this image, she couldn't put it uploaded because it was she said couldn't be duplicated, but I just took it anyway and blew it up as big as I can get it, and then just put this around it to recreate that look. This goes in this pocket here. This pulls out. original vintage. Again, we're back to the flowers. I do not have any dried flowers or a garden or anything like that, so I had to use stickers. It turned out fine, but I imagine if you would have had pressed flowers, it would have been prettier. Sticker on these tags. Love this idea here. Vintage book page. Originally I had this corner pocket on the edge. Then I decided to take it and glue it down. Just stuck some items in this pocket, that's all. I saw on her flip through she had a pocket, so I just tried to do a little something, nothing like hers, but would have been nice to make it full size, but I didn't. The page wasn't that long, so this is a vintage postcard, and it is from 1948. This came from a newspaper clipping. Here are the clues clues across, clues down, and this must come from like a crossword puzzle or something. Some prices back in the day. This vintage memo or letter, 1882. This is one of my favorite pages as well. Instead of putting butterflies, I did put bees. Love this part. Some vintage music paper in the center here. When you open these, I just did Edith Holden. Made some tags. I didn't have enough cigarette cards, so I just used what I had. I think I put an extra piece in the back of mine. It's making it so stiff from sliding. It looked flimsy to me, and I didn't want it to put it together and it'd be too flimsy, so I just thickened the back of it up. Probably should have left it like it was, but I didn't. Edith Holden book pages. So I made my pockets a little bit wider to accommodate these tags. Since they weren't cigarette cards. It just slides back down to hold his pockets closed in place. And that is it. Really enjoyed this project. Can't wait to do the next one with Miss Sarah Lee. If y'all don't know her or not subscribed to her channel, you're truly missing out. She is so talented and very unique on how she makes her journals. And you would love to craft with her in the Come Make a Journals with Me series that she creates for all of us. It's very relaxing. But thank you for stopping by my channel today and checking out my ring bound. It's supposed to be ring bound, but this is bow bound. Come Make a Journal with Me. Thank you all. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.